Why do I look so yellow? It's like I have gangrene or something. Okay, okay, whatever. Hello, honorable members of the clan. So, welcome to my YouTube channel, and let's go to the Nogauteng High Court where drama took place. And I have a suggestion, but before I get to my suggestion, that disrespect this country we go through. Honestly speaking, I get it. People are accused of crimes. Other people are accused of serious crimes. But we are a country that is a constitutional democracy, which means that the constitution of the country is the supreme law of the land. And there is no individual that will wake up one morning and decide, I am going to go against the Constitution. I mean, even in the preamble, or maybe I think it's section 1 of the Constitution, speaks of any law or whatever that is inconsistent with the Constitution is invalid. Now, I want to make a suggestion, and my suggestion for the defense team, especially Mr. Mnisi, who's representing accused number 3, is argue your complaint, because I think you need to lodge a formal complaint, not what Mr. Baloy suggested that you talk about this out with the area manager of Kgosi Mampuru. No, 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 no. He might do it again. Something else might not be this one, but something else. So definitely lodge a formal complaint with Judge Edwin Cameron so that there is a direction and guidelines for this particular what you call this prison, because this is, I think, the second time we are dealing with this. I am looking for section 10 of the Constitution, and I will tell you why I am of the view that this is the argument that will shut the door for the area manager. This is section 10 of the Constitution, okay? And it reads, okay, let's see. It reads, everyone has a right. Look, why am I? Oh, I'm not wearing my glasses. The joys. I'm wondering why I'm blurry. Oh, I'm not yellow. Okay, anyways, there we go. It says everyone has inherent dignity and the right to have their dignity respected and protected. This is coming from the Constitution. What happened to accused number 3, Mr. Mube, is inhumane. Extremely. Okay, let me take my glasses, it's fogging. It's totally inhumane, and it goes against the Constitution, Section 10 of dignity. And why I am saying this is how Mr. Mube, even the correctional service guy, when he was on the stand under oath, testified that even this morning we had to carry Mr. Mube to the van. Now, there are three things that came to mind with that. Number one, they emasculated him. Number two, they violated his constitutional right. And number three, there will be also heteronormals that are going to be imposed on Mr. Mube as they throw him in the van, like carrying him or dragging him to the van, because man-to-man contact, no, 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 no. So there is so many violations of human rights that were imposed on Mr. Mube this morning because of one dumb decision. Yes, it's dumb. And I've said this before when there was something else that the same prison I don't know, head had made a decision on, and I made a suggestion that it looks like part of their training. No warden will graduate without first understanding the Constitution. They must spend at least a year in a constitutional law course and pass it. And the pass mark must not be any less than 85%, particularly focusing on chapter 2, which is the what do you call this, constitutional rights of this country. Because there's no way that if he understood the constitution of this country, even though, yes, pads are a privilege, as Mr. Baloy wants to put it on the table, that that privilege can be taken. But think about it. Think about it. You have irons raw on the skin. And then you know when a person moves, I mean, come on, everybody, okay, maybe not everybody did science. Friction. The opposite movement. And what does it do to the skin? It braces it, or is it what the other word they use it? Yeah, there will be friction between the skin and the irons, and also depending on the type of person that put those cuffs on his ankles, whether he's a very horrible human being who thinks all the accused people they are guilty and therefore he will squeeze them as hard as he wants to, or it's going to be a human person or a humane person that is going to put them in such a way that friction does not affect the skin. But now they are crying of pains. So that means those things are tight. And then you have to also imagine, because they are underground in the court and they have to go up. And then the legs, when they move in this direction. So what do you think is happening with the skin and the those ankle bracelets? Ankle bracelets. I mean, I wish it was ankle bracelets. Those ankle whatever the chains they call them. And now you have to climb the stairs as well. That is just horrendous. That is horrendous to even think about it, because the pads, I'm sure the reason why the pads are there, even though they are not in the so-called technical what section 111B of whatever Correctional Services Act or something like that. Some clearly there were prisoners that complained about this. And then of course, because the Constitution is the supreme law and it must respect the dignity of humans, whether you're accused or a free person. What's so difficult in understand? I cannot fathom what is wrong with Mr. Kgosi. Sir, your decisions. You need to go back to the Constitution, sir. That is just my suggestion to whoever the powers are there. Mr. Mr. Groenewald, take your men and women in brown uniform to go and learn the Constitution for at least a year. It must be an order that if you have not passed it by at least 85%, you ain't coming back. I mean, it's not difficult to understand. I understand the Constitution now. It's not going to take that long, especially now when you have a constitutional expert that is standing in front of you and is lecturing or teaching you, or whatever the case might be, the Constitution of this country. UNISA is just down the road. Come on. This is inhumane. Inhumane, and it's also tantamount to punishment. Just because of one. This is what you would call an isolated incident. And then you target this one individual. That's crazy. And secondly, our laws in this country are uniform. So that means that order or whatever decision that Mr. Kgosi took yesterday night or this morning or whenever he woke up and made that decision should have applied to all prisons in South Africa. All. That's what you call uniform. So why Kgosi Mampuru? And this incident happened elsewhere. And secondly, the observation is pretty correct. I mean, we are seeing it. How many police officers and correctional services, subordinates that are in that court? What are the chances of an escape there? Honestly speaking, go to school and make the correct constitutional decisions in the future, because this is unacceptable. I am now questioning your competence. I am questioning your competence, because your competence must respect the Constitution of this country. I'm sure somewhere your oath must have that. If it doesn't, then it's a concern. Then you need to include it, that you are going to adhere to the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. And let's also not forget Section 35 of the Constitution, that an accused, a suspect, their dignity also needs to be respected so that they have a fair trial. These people cannot concentrate during their own trial, and they cannot properly instruct their lawyers about the things that they're hearing on the stand, because they are in pain. Can you focus when you are in pain? Of course not. And then you wake up one morning and you decide this country belongs to me. It's mine. I'll do whatever. No, sir. There's a constitution in this country and you have no right to violate it. And I think this is tantamount to a suspension. This is, it's outrageous. It is absurd. Whatever that man that took the stand this morning trying to, I don't know what he was saying. I was hearing from him was like, oh my goodness, this is violation of the Constitution, sir. I don't know if you understand that. But then you are just a subordinate. Somebody at the top took that decision. And why him and number 5? Why him and number 5? Are you not reading the room? I mean, Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi had said some few things. And now we are looking at you now with side eye. Like, what can y'all make a correct constitutional decision? And I don't think Mr. Mnisi Ngumalo, well, Ngumalo says his client is okay. Mr. Mnisi and Mr. Mshololo and Mr. Ramusipili lodge, even you, Mr. Ngumalo, you should lodge a formal complaint with Judge Edwin Cameron so that we would have a uniform decision that is going to affect every prison in this country. So that no prison warden will wake up one morning and like, yeah, today I feel like I want to violate the Constitution. That's absurd. That is absurd. I don't want to lie. And this, whatever talk they're going to have and return at 2 o'clock must be rejected by the defense because Baloy plays games. He plays mind games. Go and make that complaint, postpone the matter, and then make a formal complaint. And then come and lodge that complaint in court so that maybe not the court because the decision would have been taken by the highest order in the land because Edwin Cameron was the Constitutional Court judge. So I think he's bestowed those powers as per his expertise. Do not listen to Baloy. Baloy is playing games because one day the same warden is going to wake up and say, well, today we are going to violate Section 9 of the Constitution. So the argument you should make there is of dignity, and that is Section 10 of the Constitution, and also reading with that is Section 35 of the Constitution. Because you know why? Section 36 of the Constitution is not affecting Section 10 of the Constitution in particular. We've seen Section 35 being manipulated in the very same court, this very one. So let's use Section 10 of the Constitution, the inherent right of dignity, and it must be respected. So that's my submission on these very shocking revelations. These are shocking. Shocking. They may have committed crimes, but they're still human beings at the end of the day. And the Constitution recognizes that. And that once a human being still has breath in their body, their rights, their constitutional rights and human rights must be respected. No, take them all to a constitutional, constitutional law cause or class or something for a year. Let them understand that they cannot make decisions nilly-willy. It doesn't work like that. It really doesn't work like that. But regarding the postponement, I did call it in my morning video. I was like, I think it's as if I could see what's going to happen in court today. But yeah, anyways, guys, those are my thoughts. Please put your own in the comment section and let me know what are your thoughts. Was this inhumane, the decision? Because think about it. Being carried or dragged, how humane is that? How humane is that? Do you still even have your dignity? I mean, can you imagine the trauma, the people that were sitting in court seeing Mr. Mncube carried like that? No. So that means not only Mr. Mncube's rights are violated, but also the rights of those that are sensitive to human rights and constitutional rights. Come on. There are family members as well that are watching. And I hope, Mr. Kgosi, with everything that we are hearing, we're not going to be seeing you being carried like that too. I mean, Correctional Services is accused of stuff. I'm not saying you are guilty of anything. I'm just saying, hopefully your records are clean so that we don't see you dragged like that. I don't wish that on you either. So just respect human rights. Respect the Constitution of this country. Find some kind of legal advice before you take a decision like this. Ah, no, man, guys. Anyways, guys, let's see each other later on when they return it too. I don't know why, but they should reject this offer. They should just go and make this complaint and let's have it in court and have it on record and it's official, the decision, and must be uniform. And that, I'll see you later. Goodbye.